Activation code required. Access granted. Warning. Evacuation sequence activated.
Paranormal bunker. You'll come on down and join Nikki, Robert, Kayla, and Cole. Wednesdays at 10 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Sit with us as we traverse the portals of the universe. Let loose the secrets of the cryptids. Make haste with the truth of conspiracy. And explore the hauntings of our world. And once again, welcome to the S4 Paranormal Bunker.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to another episode of the S4 Paranormal Bunker.
Hey,
How's everybody doing tonight?
most excellent.
It's been a wild ride today. How's that for an answer?
I'm sorry to cut you off, Kayla, but, you know, the show must go on.
Yeah.
Friend, you want to
Well,
continue with the
fishing
story?
is good.
Yeah. So our daughter is in Canada currently with her grandparents, and she is going to, she just went today to where my mom grew up, Lac des Isles, Saskatchewan, and she's going to
That's
try
cool.
fishing for northern pike for the first time.
The only thing that she has ever caught before is bass.
And it was a 2-inch bass.
So she's not used to the pole of like something like a northern pike. So I'm kind of excited to see videos if she gets one on the line.
Yeah, my dad is sitting at home. He couldn't go, unfortunately, with him. But he is hoping that she catches a 25-pound pike. So, which in that lake, that is not
impossible.
Wrong. Yeah, I remember when I went there as a boy, one of our neighbors from our hometown also went out to that lake, and he was there the same week we were, and me and my brother were walking down the road, and he just hands us a 34-pound pike.
Holy crap!
Because it was his smallest one that day.
Holy shit!
So
now I've caught some trout before in my life, but god dang, that's
went through her first tornado.
Big.
Well,
holy crap!
Kind of. Like it was near them, kind of. Friend, they could see the funnel.
Oh, fucking hell.
Friend, but they were never in any danger because they're in a valley.
She's learning all kinds of new stuff up there.
Yeah, she got to go to the Calgary Stampede.
Mm-hmm.
And right now the rest of our entire family is at SWAT Campground because this is our weekend for our annual Robinson reunion.
Yes, it is.
Oh, wow.
So we are actually heading out tomorrow at 4 p.m.
Oh, wow.
So, and we're not packed.
Not even close. Not even close.
Oh, wow.
Well, okay. This is not fair, though, because June was leaving today. She left this morning.
Yeah.
I finished packing her trailer last night.
Uh-huh.
Oh my.
I started packing her trailer last night. Like, she wasn't ready either. Like, no one was ready for this
This one
year.
just kind of popped up too quick. We had too many other things happening in the family, and we didn't have enough time to get ready like we normally do, but we're going nonetheless. We're already up there, half of us.
Not just not just the family we had stuff to go on with. 250 years America has been a country, supposedly. I have issue with dates on this whole thing.
Damn fighting words there, buddy boy.
I'm just saying. Can anyone tell me what actually happened July 4th, 1776?
Wasn't it they were, oh God, hang on a minute. They had accepted the proclamation.
Nope.
Was that it? There was something about, it wasn't the proclamation, it was they accepted something part of it, and that's how they decided on July 4th.
It has to do with the Declaration of Independence.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, yeah.
Friend, but the only significant thing that actually happened on July 4th was they accepted 2 amendments to it before they signed it on August 8th.
Yeah, the dates are off, but for whatever reason, they chose the 4th.
Well, and
I just went through this.
Here. We do that with a lot. We do that with a lot of holidays. Like,
yeah, we really do.
Pick somewhere in between, or
friend.
Like, we don't know actual 100% dates for anything. Like, okay, I'm gonna get yelled at for this one by a couple of people, but like, for instance, Christmas, we're not 100% sure that, like, if you celebrate Christmas on the basis of it being Christ's birthday, then we aren't 100% sure when he was actually born.
Maybe not you. I am.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I still have the calendar from that year.
Yeah, probably.
Friend. So, just because you're not cool enough to be included in that. Friend. Nikki, you have your Catholic calendar, right?
I should know. I'm not Catholic, so I'm like, what the
Advent calendar. It's the Advent calendar.
The Advent calendar. Yeah, okay. I should know this when it's been put in my face so many times when I was growing up from my mom's friends, not family, but friends. Yeah.
So I figure that even if it's an arbitrary date for actual stuff, that it happened sometime within that year, so we're just gonna call it this day.
Well, when the gentleman that I knew, and I mean men, there were a number of men that I knew that used to do research on this in the 1990s and early 2000s. They were doing quite extensive research on it, and there was I remember from all the guys talking, there was something about September or October, but nobody could ever pin anything down. They couldn't even historically pin it down. That was the closest they could get, was somewhere between the like the first or second week of September to the third week in October, which I thought was just strange as all get out. But anyway, and I mean, these guys would debate it. Oh my God, these guys would debate it. And I was privy to a lot of those conversations, as were a lot of other ladies. But anyway.
Well, see, and that's what I'm not understanding. Like, even if it's an arbitrary date, even if it isn't, like, actual dates of stuff happening, like, just, it's the date that we celebrate this thing happening. So, let's just call it good, and there's no reason to fight.
Should we, though? Because here's the thing. This is where I'm going to get myself in trouble.
Probably.
It's not just the date that's wrong. It's the year.
Well.
Friend, because even though the Declaration of Independence was signed into action in 1776, it wasn't until 1784.
Yeah. That I was going to say it was 18.
Congress actually became a real thing.
Yeah.
Because the 8 years of the of after the Declaration of Independence was signed, Congress was there,
but not really there.
but no one cared.
Mm-hmm.
Because the promise was no taxes. It wasn't until 1784 that the first federal tax went into law.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but I mean, like, if
that's what makes you a country. I'm sorry, if you don't tax them, you're not a country.
No, I don't believe
tax the
that's
people.
True.
Friend.
But
King Richard had it right.
Yeah.
And then there's the version of it that we have down here. We know that kingdoms have kings and countries have wealth.
Well, okay. Robert.
Yes.
Friend, here's the thing. Me and my dad were talking earlier tonight.
Here we go.
There we go. Yeah.
And I have always told John, because John always goes on this kick, that the USA is number one.
We're number
and I've
one.
always told him the only thing you are number one in is criminals per capita.
Yep.
But really, you guys were started by criminals?
Yeah.
Your country was built by criminals?
We were as the saying goes in The Princess Bride, Australia was peopled by criminals.
Yeah. And
entirely
so,
peopled.
and
we know where the ozone pattern is.
Number one in that. You know, that argument can kind of stand.
Well, I think we are now, but I don't think we were before.
We segregated and spread out.
Right. I don't know. My grandfather, my mom's dad, used to do an extensive amount of reading on the founding fathers, and matter of fact, I still have some of his books on Adams, on on Washington, and
okay.
God, I can't think of all the names of them right now, but I mean, these were history books. These were, incredible books, huge behemoth of books, and he and my mother, I kid you, oh my God, the two of them would debate and talk, and it was interesting just to be in the room with the two of them when they would. Oh my God, there are things that I miss about my grandparents. That's actually one of them, because the way he would talk about who's the other one? Now I know this is a different subject. Lincoln. He went into that's a whole nother subject. But anyway, it amazed me how much he read, and even at 92, I mean, he was constantly reading about the history of America. So I grew up with this kind of stuff. I grew up hearing about all of this. And then when I got into high school, I really started doing some reading on it, and I'm so far gone from that stuff now. It's just but it's fascinating to hear about it again, talk about it again. And some of them were real. Some of these men that signed the Declaration of Independence, they were real pieces of work, some of them. Some of them were real good guys, and some of them were, wow, the things they did behind closed doors. Holy F-balls.
Like, let's be honest with
this. But the fact...
If you take any human population of people, you'd be surprised at what half of them or more do behind closed doors.
Very true. And I'm not...
outward appearance isn't always who they really are. Way.
Well, and then you've got situations. Now, this is not about the signing. This is about, quote unquote, the redcoats are coming, end quote. You've got Paul Revere, but then you've got a female writer who went a hell of a lot longer than Paul Revere ever wrote. And it's because of her that an entire section of the United States fought because she literally went door to door. She went over 40 miles riding on horseback to get the militia, the men of the different towns to come together to stand to fight for
Mhm.
this country. And I'm like, that's the kind of stuff I want to hear about. I want to hear about beyond Paul Revere and beyond those who stood for the country and
Well,
actually stood to fight.
you know,
You know what I'm saying?
yes, but that's the thing about history too, is we pick and choose. So we have
Yeah,
our
true.
people that we
Very true.
recognize as the people that did this, or whatever
Yep.
it is. But behind every single one of those people, there's hundreds of other people
Yes,
that
exactly.
helped to create the situation that led into
That's right.
whatever that was. So I mean, you're never gonna
There's
hear all of the
yeah,
stories
all
of
of
all
them.
of the people
Yep.
that helped to make something happen.
Yep.
Because like if you even think about presidential runs or anything now, like think about the campaign headquarters, think about the hundreds of people that are canvassing, the people that are bringing in money, the people that are like, we never hear
Yep.
about these people. We hear about whoever's the front runner.
Yep.
So that happens
Very true.
with pretty much everything historically, that yes, there's a face to it, but there's thousands of
So
stories behind that face.
behind it, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I agree.
And
I totally
sometimes like
agree. And
something
don't
will come out and I'll be like, why was that not the face of? Like,
yeah, I've done that too.
because
I've said
that
that very
story
same
is
thing.
so much cooler than the story that we go with. Like, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, so there is a point to us talking about all this.
Yes.
Obviously, we just passed July 4th, and so tonight we are going to talk about the most prolific ghosts from the Revolutionary War and beyond.
Cool.
So wars in America. So that's why tonight's episode is called "Love, Liberty, and the Pursuit of a Paranormal Experience." Encounter. Sorry.
Yeah.
Fran. But like a few things first. There is something I want to get your guys' opinions on. So as of September 11th this year, it will officially be 25 years since the attack of the Twin Towers.
Mm-hmm.
Now, there has been some talk on the Facebook.
On the Facebook.
And other social platforms about what is the appropriate amount of time to wait before doing an investigation at a site with such horrific issues.
Uh-huh.
What kind of an investigation are you talking about?
Paranormal investigation.
That's what I thought.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Well,
Fran. So, what do you guys think? Because this is one of the first numbers that came up, was 25 years.
That is a hot button topic if I ever heard one. Holy F-balls.
So, here's the thing. It is a hot button topic.
Man.
But there are certain nightclubs in the UK and as well as in the United States that we have had mass shootings at that happened way after 2001, and we've already done them.
Fun.
yes.
Sorry, I literally just got shown the. When you said that, Cole, I was literally shown Seattle's Chinatown massacre.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Oh man, it's been, what was that? That was the 80s, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
I don't honestly know if I would even do something like that. Out of respect for the one, that's a major cultural thing. That would be so wow. And regarding the Twin Towers, I don't know if I'd do it in this lifetime of mine.
So here's the thing. Number one, like there would have to be certain rules you would have to set as a team. Number one, it would have to be done with
no
complete
kidding.
and utter reverence and respect.
Yeah, in every way possible. And I don't even know if I don't even know if I'd do it on being on a team like that for that
There
one.
are advantages to it.
There's so many things with the families, the souls that have crossed over, that have crossed into this life now. Oh man. Oh man. Yeah, go.
There is a lot of people that could gain comfort from any last messages that are left there. And that's the thing, if it's not done in this lifetime, those people will never get those messages.
That is true. But
well, and they may have. Okay, here's the thing: some of those families have already gotten some of those messages because their loved ones when they crossed over. After some time, they literally reincarnated, and some of those children have talked about their past lifetime and what they remember. To the horror of the new parents.
Yeah.
I always kind of looked at that kind of thing this way. Is, for me, it depends on the amount of impact something has. Okay, so...
The Titanic. Sorry, that just popped into my head.
Right. So for something with that magnitude of impact, not only on the people that lost people, but as an entire country, the magnitude of that impact. I don't know, because, like, honestly, there are ways to go about things, and there are ways to not go about things. And the problem that we have right now is that people don't seem to understand the right amount of respect that goes with something like that. So, if a team of people were to go to that, and I'm sure that there's already been several teams of people who have.
Oh, I'm sure.
Have not been public about it.
Yeah.
And me personally, if you're interested in doing something like that, as long as it's not hurting anybody and you're not, like, publicly stating that this is happening, like, that's... I don't see where the harm in that might be, as much as to go and do a full investigation and put it on, like, HBO or something. Okay? Because you're not... Yes, because you're not going to hurt the people who can't handle it yet. Yeah. And honestly, when you lose somebody in a way that's so catastrophic, it's a different kind of loss. Like, I get that, like, losing anybody sucks and it hurts. But when you lose somebody in a way that was not supposed to happen, and in a way where you are not actually sure whether or not they suffered and everything else, you do not want to know the details sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
And people seem to not have the right amount of couth anymore when it comes to that kind of thing. Mm-hmm. So, like, I wouldn't want to know if my son or daughter or a husband or father or anything like that suffered immensely before they died. I wouldn't want to know that.
Mm-hmm.
I would want to live in my own, like, maybe even fantasy world of it.
Bubble.
It could have been quick. It could have been, like, you don't want to know the details sometimes because it's too much for you to handle. So,
yeah, I think you're looking at probably 50 years. I would not touch it at 25.
So here's the
no
thing,
way in hell.
As most of you know, I have a very logical. I think of things logically, and that includes absolutely everything that is said.
Same.
But sometimes it takes a while. This one didn't. What you just said.
Mm-hmm.
Out of the entire group of people that passed that day, there was maybe 25 that didn't suffer. That would be it.
No, and that's what I'm saying, though, is that you don't want to open wounds that don't need to be reopened. Like,
I just saw a man who was a first responder. I couldn't think of what the word was. A first responder. Something I had never heard before. And I don't know if I can repeat it because I'm hitting the emotion. He described something from that day that I had never heard anybody else describe. And it was so horrific to me that I can't even conceive of it. You can see it in movies. But when you know something like that is real, different frickin' ballgame.
Yeah.
Yes, it is a very different impact on somebody. And
yeah, big time. Sorry.
It doesn't, we don't
too much
need
today. Sorry.
Like,
Didn't
as
expect the tears.
paranormal people, as paranormal investigators, as anything like that, opening and reopening wounds isn't helping anybody. It's not helping anyone.
Exactly.
And the whole point in doing an investigation, as far as I'm concerned, a lot of it is to do with helping people with the passover of their missed loved ones.
Not to trigger more trauma.
Yes. And triggering more trauma is just, it's not worth it.
No, that's harmful. And that does so much damage. Sorry. Go on.
There are 2 points to that, because on one side, I would imagine that there, and actually, I don't have, well, I do have to imagine because it wasn't me, but second-hand version, there are a lot of spirits there that have yet to cross over, that require help.
Now, all right, now I'm going to say something.
Well, hold on. On the other part of that, the other side of that coin, no matter how you do this, you are going to cause trauma to someone.
Yep.
Because you can't even do this privately.
Nope.
The people that already have cross trauma.
You can, but you don't fucking talk about it with anybody. You don't tell your best frickin' friend. You don't tell your family. And you
that's the
you
part
have
I
a
don't
conversation.
Think that's happened.
Yeah. You don't tell a single frickin' soul and you've got to really have a hell of a conversation, in my opinion. Okay, so for example, when my friend Rox and I were working on that cemetery and we freed 500 souls from the essentially death grip of one of the worst demonic things I've ever come across. Those souls were asking me questions about crossing over and if they should go or not. And I'm like, I cannot make that decision for you. That is something you have to decide on as a person, as a soul. Is that it's something that you are ready to do? If and when you are ever ready to do it, come back to me and I will be happy to do that for you. If you are not ready, then you're not ready.
So here's the problem, because
and you can't force the issue on that one, because I've known people, I know people who have experienced that, where they know somebody who, a psychic who forced the issue and forced crossovers. That is a major no-no in my industry. That's huge no-no. Major consequences.
Okay, hold on 1 second. Nikki, on what you said there.
Yeah.
That's where the issue comes in, because that
Yeah.
has been the most common thing, is for certain psychics to go in there and try to do this quietly. But the problem is, it's a national monument. There is always people there.
And there's always cameras.
Nikki, I like, I'm gonna say this. I mean no
Just
venom
say
with
it.
this. I love you to bits. But
Just say it.
when I've seen you work,
Yeah.
and when I've seen other psychics work, it doesn't matter who it is. Y'all look like a little bit of a weirdo. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
I know exactly what you mean, because you draw attention.
Yes.
You don't intend to draw attention to yourself, but you unexpectedly draw attention. Most psychics cannot keep their freaking physical mouth closed. They have to verbalize. And they can do a lot of what they need to do in their own head because they're telepathic. And a lot of times they don't recognize that. And I understand that, because there are times when I actually have to be verbal, and there are times when I truly know that I don't have to be, and because they're hearing me telepathically. Robert, you were about to say something. No? Okay.
Can you see him?
Yeah, I can see him. He was chuckling about something, I think, that he saw on his computer.
Off on our end.
His camera's off? No, his camera's on.
His camera's off on the freaking program too.
Yeah.
Wow. No, he's got a great big
sucks to be them.
Yeah, for some reason, like, can you try messing with your camera?
Messing with it.
Yeah, he's got a spiral background going on right now. It's really kind of cool. It's a little disturbing.
That's one of the rocks I worked on.
That's a rock?
Obsidian.
That looks like a freaking galaxy, dude.
No,
there he goes.
Like,
now he's
literally,
off.
no one on YouTube can see it.
Yeah. So
okay, now he's back on.
Nope.
No, it's weird.
No. Holy cripes.
Here's my awkward, maybe, opinion about stuff like this. Okay. But I don't only do it on a grand scale of it being like something that was that catastrophic for people. I do it on a scale of anything that can bring harm generationally. Okay?
Yeah,
so,
this one definitely could.
So the thing is like, even with major incidents, but smaller scale major incidents, okay? So like fires, landslides, anything of that nature. Okay.
Oh yeah, that's why I was afraid to say anything about Ozo and the little boy that climbed into the back of our car as we're going up the road. But I was terrified to say something about that.
The issue that I have is trauma from an incident like that.
There we go.
Is not just first-hand trauma. You have generational trauma from these incidents.
Yep, exactly.
Okay? And you have people that grow up without mothers, without fathers, that should have been there for their life events and everything.
Yep.
So, Kayla, you just triggered prickly skin up and down the entire body. Holy cripes.
Well,
you hit a nerve. You hit a nerve with somebody. Whoever's going to be listening to this, honey, take a deep breath. Whatever you're experiencing, take a deep breath. It's going to be okay.
The most famous person who is dealing with that trauma in their own way has made it very public.
Yes. Yes, he has.
And it's Pete Davidson.
Mm-hmm.
I
don't recognize that name.
So he's a comedian. He was with SNL. And
I know who it is now. Yeah, okay.
When he does roasts, like he used to do the Comedy Central roast, and then when they moved to Netflix, he started doing them with them. All his jokes are, like, a lot of his jokes are about his dad. It is the way he is getting past his own trauma.
Yeah.
But that can also cause secondhand trauma.
Yes, absolutely.
Bingo.
He is not the only son who lost a firefighter dad.
Yes.
Yeah.
Or mother.
Yeah.
Well, so I've always looked at it like this. I've always thought that because of general life expectancy of a human being, I've always figured that the 100-year mark for major
That's what I was thinking.
things, because by
That's a-
that
yeah.
point you are generationally removed enough, usually,
Yep.
from the actual incident that if you are hurting somebody, it's not a first-hand experience.
Or even a
At that
second
point.
hand.
Yes.
Yeah.
By that point, it's usually a third or a
Third
fourth
genera-
hand experience.
Yep. Third or fourth generation down the line. Which is
But-
one of the reasons why I thought of the Titanic, because at 100 years, I can't remember what year that thing went down. Was it 1911? No, it was 1914.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, yeah, I mean, it's you're dealing with a different ball game here.
Now, I do believe that at the 25 to 50-year mark, like in between there, that family members and people from the public can do their own privatized things.
Yes. Yeah.
But to do a...
But again, at a national monument, it is very hard to do a privatized one.
No, absolutely. And I'm not talking like completely privatized. What I'm talking about is where it's not mass media produced.
Yeah.
Okay?
The issue is,
yeah,
90%
I think
of the people in this world right now, if they saw someone like a psychic sitting at the Twin Towers right now, and
they'd probably film them
working
and stick it on YouTube or something of that
immediately.
nature.
Oh, now that would piss me off. Okay,
The problem with
I
that,
know.
Nikki, is like, again, it's a national monument.
Yes, it is.
No expectation of privacy in public.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
What I was going to say is I know that I'm supposed to be in New York in the next, say, 5. It's really more like the next 2 years, and that's one of the places I want to avoid, because I myself am not okay, we just hit emotion.
You would have major issues there. I'm not gonna lie.
I would not be able to handle the amount of energy off of that piece of property. Mm-hmm. I would be a complete and utter basket case.
I honestly think you need to give it a 3 to 4 block radius.
I think I need to give it a more than that. But yeah. And I already know that I'm going to have a hard time being at the Statue of Liberty because of some of my childhood stuff from when I was in New York when I was 10 years old. Mm-hmm. And so I know, and the other one, you got the Twin Towers, Statue of Liberty, and what was the one you could go up to the very tip top? I can't think of the name of this. Empire State Building. That was the other one.
They might take that away now.
Yeah. Those 3 are hot button topics for me, and so I can't even fathom even if you are a psychic and you go with a spouse or you go with family, mm-hmm. You're going because you're being a tourist, but you also want to do out of respect. And you start getting psychic hits and downloads while you're there, you're not going to be able to keep that
private
out.
Yes. Yeah, you're not going to be. You're going to start to show emotion. You're going to start to, and if somebody recognizes you, mm-hmm. and you're under the wire, or you're somebody like me, to where I'm not public. I mean, I'm public, but not that kind of public. I'm not a James Van Prague or there's so many different faces, majorly famous psychics that are, I mean, just females and males. Their faces are floating through my head right now. I just can't grab any of the names. If any one of them went, you're going to get noticed. Mm-hmm. Even if you are visiting there out of respect, somebody's going to pay attention.
Well,
and
I'll
they're
be
going to go,
honest.
"Oh my God,"
There
you
are
know, and
certain
that will be on the internet.
there are certain areas where, and it's not even like mass catastrophe areas like that, but
Yeah.
like there are certain areas that I will completely avoid just because of the feeling that I get off of it. Like I can't handle the emotion that comes from it. So when you're going
Yeah.
past like certain areas and stuff, you kind of get you get that like prickly
I have one, and it's at night.
arm feeling, and you can't
Yeah.
like seem to get stuff out of your head. And there are specific areas that I will completely avoid just for the
Yep.
fact
Same.
that I know that that is
You
going to
already.
happen every single
Yep.
time I go anywhere near
Yep.
this
Going
area.
all Jack Nicholson. You can't handle the truth.
Yeah. Basically, that's what it boils down to. I mean, it
Yep.
works. I mean, there's no other way to say it. There's the amount you get overloaded, and when you get overloaded, most people tend to show it. I mean, unless
Yep.
you're.
It comes out some way. Has to come out.
Yes, it does.
Like
It very much does. And when you started talking, Kayla, about that, my first thought was airplane. There was there's a couple of airplane crashes, and I don't know, years ago, old shit. But there's no way in hell I could walk the field or walk the piece of
no,
property.
see certain things for me too.
No
It's
way.
like weird little stuff like certain cemeteries I can't go anywhere near.
Oh,
Yeah, same here. There's a
Mine-
couple in Seattle that I can't go near anymore. I mean, the old section, I can go to all the new stuff and the stuff that's from the 1900s. Anything beyond that, forget it, because
So, like the Everett Cemetery.
Mhm.
ooh, yeah,
Yeah.
average cemetery is just fine. But when you're dealing with old sections, different ball game,
No,
because
I mean the actual.
you either
like,
get.
Have you been near the actual Everett Cemetery in downtown Everett?
Yeah. Usually
one.
I usually start getting psychic hits about a block away.
Yeah, because there is no new section on that one.
No, there isn't.
Fran.
No, there is not.
Mine is also. Fran,
Yeah.
I won't go near there at night. That place bothers me.
Mhm.
Oh, driving past there at night. No, bad. If you're a psychic medium at all, oh my God,
If
no,
I was
stay
just
away.
trying to lighten the mood and be a jackass, the other two would be Epstein's Island and Diddy's apartment.
Yeah.
Fran, I don't go near those places.
Especially at night.
Well,
I'm
that's
too
just
pretty.
slick, isn't it?
That's what, Robert?
That's just slick, isn't it?
Yeah. I'm too pretty. Fran.
No.
Baby oil, slick.
This is really weird, but like a lot of
There's
you guys,
one that I went past.
Oh my God.
When I was
a lot
over
of you
in
guys
Portland.
know. Oh, sorry.
Over in Portland, there was an air crash that happened on the same block that the apartments that we were living in happened, and we'd have to walk down
Jeez.
past the empty field that it happened in, and every time I'd look over and think I saw something in the overgrown grass, and I didn't know there was an aircraft crash there until I got back over here and looked it up.
Oh shit!
There was something there.
Yeah, I'm starting to see. I don't know if I could handle that kind of stuff anymore, because I'm starting to now just start seeing spirits again.
Mm-hmm.
I did a psychic thing. I think I don't remember. Did I talk about that? No, I talked about it on Saturday. I did a one very rare, right now it's very rare, reading for somebody, because it was kind of an emergency situation. And I started seeing spirits and spirit animals, and we're talking flying birds that are dead. And I'm like, what the hell is this? So yeah, I don't know. I mean, you get near certain places and you start seeing that kind of stuff. Oh man, how many of them are going to come out of the woodwork, or out of the ether, I should say.
True, got to.
Yeah, I mean, it can be, and if you're dealing with an airplane, or for example, or even Titanic, I mean, yeah, no shit. I mean, just the dock that it left from,
Uh-huh.
If that is even still around,
It is.
is it?
Yep, it is.
Uh,
They have a
I
monument
don't.
there and explanation on how they built it and all that sort of stuff, and then when it set sail and
I honestly,
everything
I
like
don't
that.
know if I could. I don't know, even though it's been so long. I don't know if I could do that one.
Well,
Up
I
sorry,
would
until
love
like
to,
hold
but
on
I
one
don't
sec.
know if I
Which one were you
could.
talking
What?
about? Sorry, because I missed that.
Titanic out of
So
England,
yeah, they do. Well, no, out of Ireland.
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 Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, because they do tours of
I
that
forgot about
actual,
that.
the actual locks
Forgot
where
it
it came
left
out
from
of.
Ireland.
And,
Yep.
um,
To
because
be sure.
it was built at one lock and then
Mm.
moved
Moved to another.
to be stocked.
Mhm.
Yep.
Yeah, I forgot
Right.
about that.
And so they do a full tour of both locks.
Mm-hmm.
Friend, because the one where it was stocked, literally they stocked it with everything. That's where they brought in the china, the furniture, everything. They still have pieces in the storage units, like storage buildings.
Mm-hmm.
Friend,
Yeah.
they still have some of the original china from the Titanic, not from the ocean, but that never made it onto the ship.
Wow,
Mm.
that's incredible. Well, okay, here's an example.
Hold on one
My
second. You
mom.
know what they don't have, Nikki?
Mm.
The
People?
other 5 fucking light bulbs that they were supposed to have.
Mm.
Sorry, but
Oh, okay. So just
Oh
really-
my, that's
fucking companies.
interesting.
So a lot of people know that, like, at one point I used to work at Northern State. Yeah.
Yep.
At a piece of Northern State. Well, there are specific areas within there
Mm.
that I would avoid like the plague. Like,
Yeah, go
just
central.
I couldn't handle going by certain buildings, certain areas, and unfortunately, when you work at a place like that and you're by yourself at night at a place like
Yep.
that, there are specific places where you can't avoid even if you want to. So
Mm-hmm.
you just kind of and get it done.
I have a question for the
Yes.
group. Can you really call it worked when you were put into one of those jackets that makes you hug yourself? Just wondering, asking for a friend. You know,
The white straitjackets. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
friend. Why did that come up this week?
What are you talking about?
Straitjackets?
No, Northern State.
Oh, probably because I responded to somebody who was talking about concrete Washington, and it probably came up in a news feed where my response was, check out, if you really want to check out some paranormal shit, check out Northern State. And I was being a smartass in it.
We were talking to Kayla's mom, and I think we were talking about MK Ultra.
Oh, my grandfather came up.
Yeah,
that's
what
why.
was the MK Ultra part?
Okay.
Why did that come up?
Because MK Ultra, it has been proven that they did certain experiments with people from Northern State.
No, I get that part. I'm trying to remember the origination.
Oh, because Mom had brought up the 250th, and then it led into Captain America, and then you were talking about a super soldier program, and then it ended up in MK Ultra, and then it ended up with Northern State.
Yeah.
Yes. It was one of those very roundabout ways.
Well, that's a very interesting conversation.
And now the segue for that one, how we were talking about how, Nikki, you need to give a certain radius for New York, for the Twin Towers. If you're going to do it properly, it needs to be 15 blocks.
Yeah, that'd be about right.
Because that is the amount of space that Iron Man says you have to give to an area.
Oh, for
in order to be
fuck's sake.
In New York.
Well, for me, that would probably be about right, 15.
Unless the Hulk
but
is
then
there,
you're
and
out
then
in
30.
what borough?
Friend.
Oh, God.
Well, no, that's when the whole army came down from the sky. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
In the historical documents. Friend.
Oh, okay.
Wow.
So
No,
I had a really strange thing to wonder about, and I don't know why this popped into my head when we were talking about. But anyways, So, Cole was talking to me today, and he was saying about libraries. You were talking about...
Yeah, that was my next
Oh,
thing.
okay, go for it. Whatever.
Fran. Okay. So this does not have anything to do with what I just said, because consensus is don't do that. But I did find out today that a lot of libraries across the country will rent you a ghost hunting kit.
What?
Yes.
With an EMF reader and other kinds of stuff, like a notebook and a pen, for a small kit that's made for
spirit boxes.
Like they call it ghost hunting kits, Nikki, but what I think they mean is just like paranormal investigation kits.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And
what's in them?
But yeah, you can
an EMF reader, a notebook, a pen or pencil,
spirit box,
and a spirit box, I believe. What are those lights? REM?
Yeah,
right?
The dot lights, grid lights.
The ones that they can manipulate.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I can't think of what they're called right now.
I think they're called REM lights or something.
REM pods.
REM pods, yes.
Yes, and it depends on which library and
Robert.
stuff, because I actually looked into this because I was like, no way. But it does.
What
It
you
also
just gave.
It was there. I was thinking Tide Pods, but there's no way that for this generation they would put that in a library kit.
Tide Pods. That way you can join the ghosts.
Yeah, then you get a snack too.
Snack.
Did you see him at all yet? At all?
What?
Cole
What?
and Kayla, can you see him? Can you see Robert at all?
Yeah,
Yes.
they can see
Yes.
us now.
Okay. I didn't hear that part. All right.
Okay,
The
so
look on his face was prime.
So I did look into it because I was like, no way can you do that, right? And it depends on the library what items are going to be in your kits too. So some of them have full-fledged kits, I mean, with cameras and with tripod setups and like all kinds of stuff. Others have smaller kits.
So I found out about this because
you're interested.
there's a creator in Canada called Leroy and Leroy. And the whole thing is they go to different places and they say something interesting about that area. And then their finishing line of every video is, I'm Leroy in front of the camera, that's Leroy and behind the camera. There's always something to do. And they've been around my hometown recently, and a few towns over in Airdrie, Alberta, you can rent not only a paranormal kit, you can rent a Nintendo Switch. Friend, like they are full out.
What the hell for? A Nintendo Switch? Why?
To play video games.
Oh, got it. Never.
Friend,
it's got the. Yeah.
Like, I know ours up here in Concrete rents out newer video games.
Yeah.
Because I was pissed. Kimberly came home with a video game. Where the frick did you get that?
Well, so there's actually in Arizona, because then I got on a kick of what kind of shit you can actually rent from a library. So there is a library in Arizona where you can also rent gold panning stuff, and you can rent metal detectors and what is it called? Magnets for magnet fishing.
Magnet fishing.
Mm-hmm.
And like, I know the paranormal stuff is kind of hot and heavy, and like it's kind of a worrisome thing a little bit. But at the same time, I am happy that our libraries are not only still trying to push books on our kids, but when they read a book on something, now they can also pull the equipment from the library to do that activity.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's interesting.
Like, that is a great idea. Now, if they would come out with, like, you can rent out a full, like, snap-on toolbox with all the mechanic tools you need to do a complete haul, like overhaul on an engine, I would be happy as a pig in shit. For like, they'd never have
Oh no, I just
They-
had the
they
name
never-
of the company.
They'd never have that because everything would be returned except for the 10mm.
That's true. That's true.
What's what's the name of the
Every time.
company? What's the name of the company, Cole, that does the books for every single automobile out there?
Blue Book?
Chilton. Yes, thank you.
The Chilton or
Red-
Haynes.
Yes. Well, Chilton is the one I was thinking of. Yeah, we used to be able to borrow books from the library on Chilton vehicles.
There is only one reason I mentioned the Haynes company.
Why's that?
Because they have brought out books on not just your regular everyday vehicles. They have the mechanics manual for the Death Star, the Millennium Falcon, and the Enterprise.
Yep.
That you can buy.
Oh, good God.
They also have one for
God.
the DeLorean.
Which one? A, B, or blood C?
Yeah, right?
Or D.
Well,
Or D?
I imagine the parts were
Yeah.
interchangeable for most of them until they got to D.
Oh, God.
So, you know.
The fact that I know that. Holy shit.
I mean, I don't actually know the dates, the star dates, of when they switched from dilithium crystals to trilithium crystals. Like, that's going to change.
And why would you care?
Well, there might be a pub quiz. Pub quiz that might come up and say, when did this happen?
Yeah, that's true. It might come up in a pub quiz. Okay.
Not just that. What if I ever have to work on one?
Oh, for God's sake.
What, like
that's like a conversation I had earlier. Oh, I can't.
This is handy information to have, Nikki.
Yeah, actually, I was just going to make a statement.
Well, I have actually seen the one-to-one scale model that somebody's made of one of the Star Destroyers on Minecraft. They've gone full out. They've done everything, like all the engines, the cooling systems, the tractor beams, everything is in it.
No way.
Even, one-to-one scale Minecraft. Look it up on YouTube.
Huh.
Wow.
Oh, God.
I will do that. I gotta tell John about that.
Yeah.
All right, but the reason that ghost hunting one came up is because, considering that a lot of our libraries have it, and we do have a lot of kids getting interested in that kind of thing,
and a lot of libraries are haunted.
This could lead them to going to some of these places we're going to talk about in a minute, because, and the good thing about that, to me, is this is becoming forgotten history. I mean, we can tell you what they ate, what they used for sex toys 3,000 freaking years ago, but all of a sudden we're not, like, my daughter didn't know what the Confederacy was.
That makes sense.
That bothers the shit out of me.
She goes to school in Concrete. No.
She goes to school in America.
When you said sex toys, the first image that popped through my head was
sheep without
Greek.
Without being taken out.
Well, no, in
the Stone of Our Mother.
I do not remember what country it's in, but they came across depictions of what we would call prostitution houses. And there are actual labels and a bit of graphics in some of the tiles on some of these places that they came across. And I'm like, well, you couldn't just tell about it. You could show them. It's right there on the freaking wall because, they depicted
just remember,
it.
They weren't the first ones to come across it.
Oh, my God.
Well, they had a, what is it called? Pornographic scrolls that they found in Egypt.
Yeah. So, Cole, there's all sorts of things that they've come across and have found. Now, regarding Kimberly not knowing about that, that should be taught in either junior high or high school. And isn't she just now going into high school?
So here's the problem. She's already learned about the Civil War and the Revolutionary War and everything,
Excuse me.
but they're not being taught those words. They're being taught the North and the South.
Yes.
We are losing our history due to time management.
Okay, and who's dealing with the books? Who is publishing those educational books?
Well,
Bingo,
a lot
right
of it
there.
isn't even educational books anymore.
Really?
If you go down to, if you get the new copies of like a history of war or anything like
Yeah.
that, okay,
Yeah.
you know those God, they're not encyclopedias, but they're books on the history of things, whatever.
Yeah. Yeah.
Then
Oh,
there are certain sections that used to be full chapters or like half of the book even eventually
they've been torn out.
that are now like a paragraph and a half. I mean, if you
When they,
want,
the used to be chapters.
like Pearl Harbor, for instance, this is the one that hit me really pretty hard. Was Pearl Harbor in one of her books that she was showing me was a paragraph and like 3 sentences on Pearl Harbor, and then it went to the next page and it was a totally different thing. But that's the only piece that was in there about Pearl Harbor.
And the new rule of state is they are to be taught that the U.S. has never lost a war.
Yes.
Because here's the thing. And legitimately, they can get away with that because the Vietnam War has been downgraded to a conflict. So was the War of 1812.
Yeah, the conflict of Vietnam, the conflict of 1812. Yes.
Where everyone was conscripted to go into this conflict.
Right. Yeah. Well, and you know, the sad part is that
calm right now.
people have said this for years and in totally different ways, and there's all kinds of sayings about if we don't know our history, we're doomed to repeat it. Okay? And the problem with that is it is very, very true that if we do not understand from our mistakes in the past, we are going to continuously make those mistakes in the future. Now, they might not be the same exact mistake, but they'll be on the same level.
Same consequences.
Yes.
All I'm saying is just remember, the British burnt it down once, they could do it again. Fred. And the natives helped.
Well, I mean, like for instance, right now in the U.S. right now, we're having
Nikki, I felt that
civil rights issues. Civil rights issues with a different group of people than we had civil rights issues with before, but it's the same issues, just a different group of people. And if we had learned anything from the past and actually taken that information and used it towards the future, then we would know that it's wrong to do the things that we are doing. And we would have learned that we needed to come about it a different way, because it's a continuous cycle of the same stupid mistakes and the same outcomes.
Okay, I do want to get to our regular topic, but just on that note, our next one probably will not be the same, and it probably will not have the same consequences, and it's going to be probably way worse.
Like catastrophic consequences that people
because
don't
I
even
don't
understand.
think it's going to be civil rights of people.
You're talking about AI,
it won't
rights?
be civil rights of human beings. I think it's going to be AI.
AI rights? Yeah. Well, I mean, if you think about the stuff that's happening now with AI, okay, so there's already infringements of copyright issues. There's already, like, all kinds of stuff happening where they are categorizing something as like, our thought and our genuine stuff when it's actually AI created. I think as far as creation value, we're going to have a very big issue with that. Because if the person that put the prompts into the system to create something says that it was their original work, well, It's not. It was your prompts that made the AI system make the original work, but the original work itself was the AI system. So then you get into the problem of,
gonna get convoluted.
does that belong to the person that put in the prompts? Does that belong to the company that created the AI system? Does that belong to the AI system itself? Like, we're in that realm right now of we have no idea where those rights actually belong.
And I'm not gonna lie, like, I get caught up in it. I want one of the Amazon dogs that follows you around. And not for me, for Kayla's mom.
No.
Because that's freaking hilarious.
No.
It would scare the shit out of her like every 20 seconds.
I don't want any kind of...
No,
I
thank
am
you.
not a technology person. Like, and Cole could tell you, like, even a computer, for me, like, there are certain things that I'm like, I don't know. It's like, I don't want to deal with that. Like, so I am... Like, if it comes down to, like, writing something, I am way more apt to grab a piece of paper and a pen and write down whatever it is than click on some Google Docs or some word processor or anything like that to do it. What?
When did you move to Georgia?
What do you mean?
I'm way more prone to grab a piece of paper.
I'm sorry, that did come out kind of strange, didn't it?
Friend.
Your mama always told you.
Yes, she did. I love me, my mama. Okay.
Friend.
Life is like a box of pretzels.
All right. So
salty and
Wrapping paper and writing notes.
Salty and twisted.
all right.
Right?
So I'm gonna list off some of the most prolific ghosts that have been seen in areas of the Revolutionary War. And for anyone that hasn't read anything on this, spoiler alert, you've had 250 years.
You can't spoiler alert an incident
like,
that happened
this is your own
250
fault.
years ago.
Why not? If someone hasn't seen Napoleon Dynamite, we still say spoiler alert.
Well, but I'm pretty sure that wasn't 250 years ago.
It feels like it should have been.
Yeah, well, vote for Pedro. Okay.
So the first one is General Mad Anthony Wayne. Famous for his daring military tactics, his ghost is widely reported. When he died in Erie, Pennsylvania, his body didn't fully decompose, leading his family to famously boil his remains to strip the bones for transport. Legend holds that his spirit wanders the East Coast, and some say he returns to Erie every year on his January 1st birthday to search for his remaining scattered bones.
Huh.
Friend. That would creep me the
Well,
hell
that's
out.
just a bit eerie.
What would creep you
What
out?
was the guy's last name?
Wayne.
Thank you.
What would creep you out?
Well, just running into a guy
No,
on the
there
East
was-
Coast, and he's
Where's my bones?
Yeah, you see my bone?
I don't know.
I got a bone to make with you.
Well,
Yeah,
yeah.
I
'cause
was gonna say there's too many comedian things that can go into
if
this
you're on
one.
the southern side of the
Way too
friggin',
many.
if you're on the southern side of the coast, friend, like you would have him. Have you seen my bone? And then you got the girl behind you. Can I pet that dog? Friend, like.
Oh.
But it
my.
does make
His
sense.
family
It makes
boiled
sense
his
now
skin
that
off of
with
his
you and-
bones?
Yeah, because his body
It
didn't
makes
fully.
sense.
It makes sense.
now
What?
with the North not liking the Feds.
Well, okay. This is
Confederates.
before the North.
Mm.
This is before the Confederacy. This is
Mm.
what the fuck were they called, Nikki? Do you remember?
I don't know. North and South, grey and blue,
No,
black and white.
British and revolutionists. Is that right?
Yeah, I think so. I think that's right. It's been
Friend.
too long since I've I've looked into
Militiamen.
this.
Nikki,
Yeah,
Cheryl
that
says
too.
hi.
Oh, it's spelled with SH.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and
Hello.
ZP7JX, and some kind of symbol with an A behind it. Friend.
Hello. They're from my chat.
Just a question, Cheryl. Elon Musk didn't name you, did he?
No,
You have this.
Cole.
I'm just saying, she has the same name as like one of his kids.
No.
Oh, and Mason King is here too. He's with Cheryl.
Nice.
Cool. Well, welcome, guys.
See.
And Cheryl, we've
Yeah.
seen you before. Mason King, I haven't
Yep.
seen you in this chat before. Congratulations, or thanks for coming.
Congratulations.
Congratulations,
Well,
Cole.
I don't
Wow,
know.
Cole.
I'm
Somebody's
running
got
on
a superiority
fumes.
complex.
Yeah,
Jesus.
you're not
Congratulations,
alone.
Mason.
Congratulations, you
through
get to
the-
listen to my voice.
You've made it through the maze to get here.
I'm just saying. Like I said, I'm too
Hi.
pretty. I
Hi,
also got a
folks.
cute voice.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Friend.
Thank you. Truly,
Yeah.
thank you for coming in.
Yes, absolutely. Friend, yeah, no, they did boil his remains.
Ew.
Like,
Did they eat him
That's
afterwards?
gross.
Like
I'm
Hannibal
not gonna
Lecter
lie.
style?
No, Jesus, it's his family.
Yeah.
Sorry. But I mean, it was
You
during the
don't do
Revolutionary
that to family,
War. People
Kayla.
were hungry.
Friend, but it,
Fried green tomatoes.
Honestly, that's
You-
exactly what I thought about, was that scene from the barbecue and fried green tomatoes.
Oh my God. Okay, that's
And then
a
the
spoiler
Dixie Chick
alert.
song, the
It's
Earl Has to Die,
family.
popped through
Who
my head. Oh,
cares?
it was great.
Oh
this is
God,
Anthony, not Earl.
Kayla.
Friend,
Mad Anthony, to be more specific.
Mason is Cheryl's grandson,
Mm.
but her granddaughter is using his tablet tonight.
Oh, okay.
Friend,
Got it.
So, okay.
Mm.
The next one is Abigail Adams.
Oh, yeah, everybody knows Abby Adams.
One of the earliest first ladies is said to haunt the unfinished east room of the White House where she used to hang her family's laundry. Visitors and staff have reportedly caught the distinct scent of lavender
Yep.
and soap, or seeing her spectral figure reaching upward as if handling wet clothes.
That actually
How is
makes
that-
sense.
So,
How is that what,
okay.
Kayla?
Well, when they do, like, reconstruction on, like, the East Wing, or, like,
Is that the wing?
yes. So that's why I'm asking, like, what would that do to the spirit if you are completely
it'd piss her off.
changing around everything that they're used to? Like,
Yeah,
Like
that they've
changing
known all
walls,
their lives.
doorways, etc.
Alright.
Yeah. They'll just go
Yeah,
straight to the
that's-
wall then.
That's exactly what I thought about, guys. Is when they were tearing things down, I was like,
Or the ballroom.
She's-
yeah. I mean,
She's going to
they-
get yelled at.
Oh, hell yeah.
I mean, hanging
She's
up
gonna yell at
laundry
them.
in a brand new ballroom, that's going to ruin the
Yeah.
floor.
Mm.
oh,
Right.
you stinker.
Ectoplasm.
It will. You can't get floors like that wet.
Okay, so
But okay, but here's the real question.
Well, don't bring
Okay,
the sheep in then.
because it is her spectral form doing that.
mhm.
Is it possible
Yeah.
that the like if she
Ectoplasm.
releases ectoplasm onto the floor, could that ruin that floor?
Oh, now
leave
there's
that
a
much.
thought.
For-
Yeah, that's a possibility because isn't that okay, it depends on, I suppose, how angry they
The
get.
levels of it.
If they get really angry, it could form into a form of acid, couldn't it?
Could do, yeah.
So I don't know. That's a very interesting thought, Cole. Yeah, like Robert was saying, leaving watermarks.
Mm.
Depends on how angry a spirit gets. I mean, they can
Having
really
read up-
produce a lot of damage.
Having read up on
Yeah.
Adam's particular politics back in the
Yeah.
day, like 250 years
No,
ago,
that's the other one. That's the other one my grandfather read about.
Mm-hmm.
She's
Ow.
probably pretty pissed right now. I mean,
Oh, I would
Mhm.
imagine so.
he just cut
I
her
think they-
fucking laundry line. Like,
Well, I think a lot of them would be pretty pissed off, actually. The ones that are still around.
yeah, that is
Because
what I would like to know, Nikki, is
Yeah.
if
Yeah.
because supposedly Lincoln's there every once in a while.
Yep, that's just what I was going to
Like
say.
certain different presidents have been seen
Yep.
there. I kind of want to know if they are causing more issues in the White House.
I hope so.
I just got, oh my God.
What'd you get?
I just got told Carter's there. Holy crap.
I mean,
Low.
so for somebody...
Okay,
Sorry.
hold on. When you say that, like crossed over and came back?
Crossed over and visits the White House.
Okay, good.
Okay.
As long as he crossed
Holy
over.
cripes.
Because if any
No,
of our
no, he's crossed over.
if any of our recent presidents
Holy
deserve to,
cripes.
it's him, and he deserves to go straight up. I love that man.
Oh, I
Okay,
did too.
so-
He's one of the very few presidents I actually truly liked. The man had
So when we're
Oh my
talking
God.
about
And there's
Abigail
another one too, but
Adams, okay.
yeah, sorry.
So are we talking about
Wow.
her doing that during her husband John Adams' presidency, or are we
Yes.
talking about her doing that during her son John Quincy Adams' presidency?
It would be during her husband's, because she wouldn't have lived at the White House when her son was president.
Okay, well then it wouldn't matter, because at that point the White House was different at that point
that's
already. Because okay, so that's why I was asking, because the White House in its form right now has only been around for what, I think 200 years, something like that.
Since 1812.
Yeah. So it would have already been completely remodeled from the point where she was in there.
But I don't think the layout changed. I think the East Wing was still where it was.
Okay.
I believe.
Yeah, but you know what I mean? Like, so this would be like the 5th or 6th reiteration of that wing for her.
Nikki, you know anything about that part?
I'm sorry, I'm still getting information on Carter, and I literally heard Caroline follows him. What? Sorry,
I don't know, Caroline, that it would be historically.
Yeah, well, what I got told, quote unquote, Caroline follows him. I'm trying to figure out, because I can't remember his wife's name. Carter's wife's name wasn't Caroline. It was
No.
It was oh, sorry,
It's
my
not
frustration. No. Anyway.
Okay, so you're talking. This was the West Wing, right?
East
Wing. Okay.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I wasn't in the conversation when you were talking about what you were talking about. I apologize.
And so
that totally
she
threw
was
me.
saying that in between their two no, it wouldn't be. They both would have served before then.
I'm sorry, who were we talking about?
John Adams and then John Quincy Adams. His son. They both would have served before 1812. So they both would have served in the original White House. Not the second building.
Yeah, after it was.
So it wouldn't have mattered.
Okay, so here's the problem that I'm getting here. So John Adams was the second president of the United States. So that would have been in 18.
Oh.
Okay, so
1784 was the first time you guys had a U.S. president. That was George Washington. He served for 4 years.
Yeah, and then John Adams took over after George Washington. So the East Wing. So what I'm reading here is that the East Wing was initially constructed in 1942 under President Franklin D. Roosevelt.
That's why she's doing it in the East Wing, because it was a
to house temporary wartime offices in an underground bunker. In late 2025, the original East Wing structure was demolished to make way for the modernized project, which included a new ballroom and expanded underground military complex.
She's actually in the East Room.
Yeah. So it has already undergone 1.5 million different things before the ballroom. Like,
We have an audience from the other side, guys. And we're talking White House.
oh nice.
I don't know who it is. I don't know who it is yet, but we've got an audience, and it's becoming a big audience. They're bringing people in.
Hello,
Holy
Jackie.
cripes! Holy cripes!
Friend,
I can't tell who it is, but I mean, like, I've it. Oh my God. Okay. It goes from like right there, all the way around to just past my door, almost near my chair. Wow. Sorry, I am just so blown
it's
away
the
by
White
that.
House servant that used to do George Washington's laundry, but got fired because of Mrs. Adams, because she decided to do her own. Friend, no.
Trying to figure out who that. No,
Hey,
I'm just trying to figure out who.
he could also be doing the laundry of Roosevelt. Put up the skirts.
Friend,
Holy cripes! It's John Quincy Adams.
Mr. Adams.
Holy cripes! Sorry, I'm
on that one, I would say
writing
hello,
notes.
Mr. President.
Holy cripes! Okay. Yeah.
I'm sorry, Mr. Adams.
What do
None
you
of the rest
say?
of this is about you or your family.
I'm just wow.
But like a lot of this is still like he would have been around.
Yeah.
When all this was happening, so it makes sense for even to stick around for the rest of this. Because the next one we have is Elizabeth Pratt
His wife's with him.
at Fort Mifflin.
Yeah.
Located in Philadelphia, the fort never surrendered during a brutal British bombardment. Its most famous spirit is Elizabeth Pratt, the wife of an American sergeant. After she lost both her children to yellow fever, her weeping and agonized screams are frequently heard echoing through the historic stone ramparts.
Mm-hmm.
Sir, thank you for your service.
Friend,
before I forget to say it.
I said Quincy, not
yeah.
original John Adams, John Quincy Adams.
The son.
Like
Correct.
the bald guy with the beard. Yeah.
I'm not seeing him, I'm feeling him.
Oh, okay.
With the others I've seen them. I've actually seen them. Him I'm not seeing. I'm feeling
Friend, and that's the thing. These are all areas that are open to the public. Well, probably not the East Room, but the rest of these are all areas that are that you can go visit. And actually, most of them, because they are historical sites and because they are so long ago, they do actually encourage paranormal investigations. I know a few of the sites are no longer allowing paranormal investigations during the day because it interrupts traffic of other tourists.
I'm being okay. To the grandson. Sorry. This is a direct message. Basically, congratulations, and I'm saying kudos instead of congratulations. That's my word. Congratulations on there's something that you achieved in school or something that you're about to achieve in school. I don't know what if you're in. I don't know what I'm not being told what grade level you are or in college but there's something about to achieve. It's my mistake. I am saying school because it feels like school. It feels like education. But there's something that you're about to achieve, and you got John Quincy Adams telling you congratulations. Do you know how big of a deal that? I'm sorry. I'm just
Well,
I can't wrap my brain around this right now. But that's a direct message to this kid. To me, you're a kid. I'm 58. I'm sorry. It's just how I am. And
well, Mason, from the rest of us, congratulations.
Well,
whatever it is, kudos.
But I will say we
Wow.
might want, like,
was John Quincy Adams a Unitarian? What was his religion? He was a Unitarian.
I don't know.
Okay. Sorry, I know that's not.
And I will say, if he can hear me, I don't know if he can. Like he's obviously listening to the show, so probably.
Yeah.
Just a little bit of education for Mr. Adams, Mr. President. Just so you know, like, I know in your day it was cool to do that kind of stuff. Nowadays, that's considered stalking. You don't know, Mason. You shouldn't be doing that. I'm just saying, friend, that can get him in trouble. Friend,
All right.
I've seen many a great men brought down by that.
Brought down by stalking?
Yes.
Oh, they probably should be then.
Stalking and trespass charges.
I mean,
yeah.
friend, John's still fighting them with the one when he was stalking Robert.
Yeah.
I'm just saying.
Oh, wow. All right, who else do we got for ghosties?
Okay. This one is a bit more general. There is a lot.
General.
Of
anyway,
of
congratulations.
Yes.
Like general.
Well, no, the prison ship ghosts.
Oh, okay.
Thousands of American prisoners of war died aboard British prison ships like the HMS Jersey in Wallabout Bay, New York. Their tragic spirits are frequently linked to the massive memorial at Fort Greene Park, where the bones of over 11,000 victims were laid to rest. And so, like, that would be an insane area to check out. I would imagine that bay has a lot of history, considering how much of the fighting actually happened in Boston and New York. Like, our three main points of the Revolutionary War were Boston, New York, and Philadelphia.
Yes.
So, it doesn't tell me though what they see. Like if they're seen or.
You're welcome.
Because a ghost ship would be awesome to see.
Seen a ghost ship. I hadn't even thought about that in years.
Like.
So.
Friend.
I tell you guys something. I told Cole today when we were looking up all these different things. There was one story that struck me as really funny, and it was like this random storm that came in that made it really super foggy and like cold to the point where it was like crystallizing the fog. Okay, and they were supposed to be doing a Civil War reenactment on those grounds, and they called off the reenactment due to inclement weather. Well, all of the people were dressed up still and ready to do it, so they were coming out of the woods because they called it off like all at the same time, and there were a bunch of tourists that were going through the area at the time, and they just saw a whole bunch of soldiers coming out of the woods that with like had fog all around them and crystallized like stuff on their face, and all of these tourists thought they were seeing the ghosts of the Revolutionary War people, and the enactors had to wave at them and tell them, "No, we are real people. We are enactors, and we're so sorry for scaring you because it terrified like this whole bus of tourists that had come through to do this like historic walk." So, I just found that hilarious that an entire bus of tourists believed that these guys were all the ghosts of the battlefield.
That's actually kind of comical.
So our next one is the Nathan Hale Homestead. Located in Coventry, Connecticut, this house is the epicenter for multiple apparitions, including the ghosts of Nathan Hale's father and his brother Joseph, who is rumored to rattle chains in the basement. First of all, I'm going to say, as spirits go, that is like the basic bitch move of spirit, like of haunting. Come on, rattling chains in the basement? Friend, who the hell does that? Friend, hold on one second. I gotta
Wow.
remember.
Astral.
Just
Absolutely
in case
Astral.
like people don't know who Nathan Hale was, he was a school teacher who served as an American soldier and spy for the Continental Army during the American Revolutionary War. Just like,
And he is who a high school in Seattle was named after, if I'm not mistaken. Nathan Hale High School.
He has elementary schools, high schools, middle schools,
Yeah,
all kinds
I'm
of
sure.
schools named after him. But it is kind of the U.S.'s go-to.
He is coined for the famous quote that I only regret that I have one life to lose for my country. Yes.
Yep.
Friend.
One life to give.
Give, thank you.
Yeah, because if he lost it, then he could find it again. Just saying.
And I will say that I thought he was significantly older than he actually was. He was only 21. And he went into doing that. I thought that he was significantly
He was in his
older than
30s.
Well, but guys, this is the Revolutionary War. The people in the 30s were already retired. Like, you got to think the average soldier in the Revolutionary War was 16. And 9-year-old boys were taking up arms, and it was normal. And so,
and this might be a Mandela effect here, Robert, because the actual, I always thought that it was one life to give for my country too, but the actual quote is one life to lose.
Oh, wow, no.
Yep.
I grew up in a high school where it was to give.
Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. I think this was like one of those new Mandela effects because I thought it was give too, and while I was reading that quote off, I even thought that came out sounding really strange. But yeah, it's quoted as one life to lose.
Wow. Wow, that's a trip.
Did he?
Right.
That's a trip and a half.
Yeah, because it like rolled off my tongue weird. Because I was like, oh, that sounded wrong. And then when Robert said give, I was like, that's what I should have said there. But for some reason, that's not what's written here. And like looking up all the different quotes, yeah, it's one life to lose.
Friend Cheryl would like us to know that she is a daughter of the Revolution. And for people who don't know what that is, it is usually referred to as Daughters of the American Revolution, otherwise known as DAR, a prominent lineage-based service organization for women. Members of this group are directly descended from a patriot who fought in the American Revolution or aided the cause. And it was founded in 1890 and headquartered in Washington, D.C. And that's very cool. Yeah. Friend.
So if you were grandfathered in, would you be a DARPA?
Oh dear.
No. You'd be a DARPA. Because it's grandfathered in, you know. Like,
yeah.
If it was grandmothered in, you'd be a DARPA.
Yeah.
Friend. What, Nikki?
That is really awesome. That is really awesome, Cheryl. I'm just rolling my eyes. The comedic stuff. Oh, God.
Well,
thank you for coming, Cheryl.
Got to expect it.
Yeah, because here's the thing.
That's really cool.
I am.
You are.
A lot of
You
people
are.
would take me as kind of an asshole.
Oh yeah,
And
you are.
shut up.
Okay, you
Oh,
are.
I mean,
Jesus.
You are. You are.
you're an oxymoron. You're a Canadian asshole. That
Well-
makes it even worse.
But here's the thing. My sense of humor can be very dark. My sense of humor can be kind of rough. But it's because when it comes to heavy, what I consider a heavy topic, I have to laugh or I will frickin' cry. And
he's an emotional.
Heavy dog.
wars like this, I have always considered a heavy topic. Any the topic we talked about before this was a heavy topic to me. And like I know both Kayla and Nikki said they would shy away. You guys would shy away from areas that had huge issues like that. I tend to find myself drawn to
Going
them.
towards
I do love to visit Oso during the day.
Yeah, I can understand that. It's a beautiful area.
Yes, and I have a lot of respect for the area and what happened and the people that lost their lives there.
Okay,
same
so
with Frank
for-
Slide in Canada.
So for those that do not know, Washington State, there was a town
There's still a town, but
called that had a massive mudslide, and it unalived a number of people, and some of the spirits, when you drive up or down a certain highway near the landslide, tend to jump in the vehicle with psychics or mediums and talk to you. And it's a little disturbing, and it is especially disturbing more so at night.
It
and
is
so
also just
Especially
to
the
add
kids.
to that, it is the largest and deadliest landslide in
Yes.
U.S. history.
yes, and it hit really, really, really hard for all of Washington. So, yeah, there's a lot of sign of respect, and it's still really freaking new, even though it happened a while ago. It's
2014.
still, thank you. So it still really touches a lot of us. In a lot of different ways. And so when we were talking about the different locations, like the Twin Towers and the Wami massacre in Chinatown, Seattle, Washington, we talked about Titanic and a number of others. Yeah, it gets really difficult when because I'm drawn to and the Revolutionary War. The only reason why I don't want to go anywhere near that location again is because I was there when I was 10 years old, and I was inundated with seeing things as a child. I was seeing spirits in full clothing, like they were human beings walking down the sidewalk. And I thought that they were all dressed up, getting in costume, period costume. No, I was seeing actual ghosts. My mom and my mom's best friend, who was the passenger at the time, and I was in the back seat, and describing what I was seeing, and they're looking at each other going, she's lost her mind. What the hell is she talking about? So here I am seeing all of this, and you go near that location. As a 10-year-old, that's not something I would highly recommend doing, especially if you've got those kind of abilities. So you can get really overloaded very, very quickly, especially as a child or even as a teenager. So, yeah, I gravitate to those locations, Cole, but I know better than to go. I usually have some kind of consequences for me personally, and so that's why I have a tendency to want to stay away.
Well, see,
Because
Yeah.
I'm also one of those people where if I touch something, I used to be, I haven't been in quite a long time, but I used to be where all I'd have to do is touch a piece of metal or a doorknob or a glass something or a metal railing or even brick,
Yeah, to
and
be
I
conductive.
downloads up
Yeah.
one side and down the other, and it gets overwhelming very, very quickly. So
So,
yeah,
well,
so
and like
the
for me,
historical sites are
sorry.
hard.
for me going to like for example, for Remembrance Day in Canada, every town, city, area has an epitaph for the men and women who died in the wars.
Yeah.
And I used to be a Navy cadet, and I would have to do the Remembrance Day service there. Even though it was a very somber event every year, because when I was a kid, there was still soldiers that were alive
Oops.
during the like World War II.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
So they were there for their friends and family.
Yeah.
And so it was something that I was able to share with them. And so I find myself drawn to these places because even though I am an ass when it comes to some of it, and like any good adult, I know when and where to make a joke.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Most of the time. I mean, I'm still human. But give me 1 second, PW. I will find myself going there just to have the experience. And for example, Frank Slide was Canada's deadliest landslide, and every time I have went there, I went there to cry
Yeah.
for the people
That's
that
how I am with
lost.
Ozo.
And yeah, also though I haven't been there in a few years, and we went by it recently. They put they have a memorial area now that they built.
Yeah.
Yes.
A
Yeah.
parking lot,
Yes.
and that you can actually
Yep.
go and they have a whole board and everything. It's a very beautiful area that they built for that area. So
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah. I can't
kudos to
even.
Snohomish County.
Yes,
Right
absolutely.
on. Completely agreed.
Brandon.
I can't drive by without. I'm in tears anytime I go by there, and it'll be silent tears because whoever's driving or whoever else is in the car doesn't need to get into what I pick up on. And I usually keep it very, very private, very, very hidden. So it's a lot of quiet tears get shed, and a
So
lot of them. So I always carry Kleenex with me whenever I go up that highway or back down that highway.
yeah, Brandon, PW has a question for you, Nikki. He would like to know,
Yes.
or they would like to know, have you ever seen cryptids or know what they are, please?
Yes.
Before you answer
Sorry.
that, I would like to
Yeah.
address the one that they retracted. Because I did see both of your things earlier. Because originally they had said you wouldn't want cryptid. What's the title of the show? Friend. Encounter, or demon encounter.
I've experienced both.
And I do gotta say, it depends on what it is.
Yeah.
And they
Agree.
also did put in quotations, or in the little circles, half circles. Fran, I can't remember.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
They put
Right.
if cryptids aren't demons.
Mm-hmm.
Fran.
Okay. Cryptids. Okay. Are you done, Cole?
Hold on.
I'm sorry.
So
Okay.
I want to answer that part of it. Cryptids are not demons, but there are a lot
Correct.
of cryptids on our Earth that aren't bad, like mean or anything.
True.
They're just trying to live.
Live.
At the same time, I have heard from many people that there are demons that are exactly the same way. They are not bad. They're not
Yep.
good. They're just trying to live their life like everyone else.
Yep.
And they really don't give a
Experienced
shit
that
about
too.
us.
Mhm.
Yep.
So
I've
Friend.
experienced everything that Cole is talking about.
Yeah.
There is a okay. There's a good side and a bad side to demons. I don't know how else to say that without it. It's going to come across as horrific for a lot of people because a lot of people are like, "Oh my God, they're demons." There are some who just exactly what Cole talked about. They just want to live their existence in their how they live, and they don't want anything to do with humans. I've come across those. I've come across the ones they are willing to provide information. Uh, if they come across somebody who is strong, uh, and other matter of fact, I've actually had angels working with demons to provide correct information. Matter of fact, I had that situation happen on that cemetery situation that I talked about earlier. And it was a major mind bender to me that they would even do that. It was a hell of a learning experience for me, and I'm saying it that way because it was so shocking. Now, regarding the cryptids, there are some cryptids that are just vicious little buggers, and they're not so little. And then there are others just exactly like what Cole talked about. They just want to live their existence as well. And then you've got certain cryptids, such as certain types of dog, because there are different kinds of dogmen. I found that out the hard way in the last few years. I did not know that. I lumped them all into one lump sum, just like everybody usually does with Sasquatch. And there's different I was going to say different versions, but there's different kind of like different levels of different kinds of Sasquatch. Which of course I didn't know that until Sasquatch started mind speaking with me. Now I have witnessed, because of somebody's piece of property in California, somebody that I won't name here right now. I've worked extensively with the Sasquatch on that property who have shown me through their own eyes psychically, and boy, when they connect with you psychically, expect a headache afterwards. Holy cripes. Because it is an incredible thing for them to do. And they will show you through their own eyes what it's like to go up against a dogman and what the dogman looks like and sounds like and, oh my God, smells like. Especially and how dangerous certain dogmen can be. Other dogmen are not like that. So that's because of that situation I found out there's multiple different levels of these kind of dogmen. So some are nasty, some are friendly, some are somewhere in between. So and it's the same way with Sasquatch. So and the ones that I deeply love and care about are in the Mount Baker region, and there's a number of them that are throughout Oregon as well. They're just absolutely wonderful people, and they are people to me. They are their own people, just like us humans are our own people, or like ETs are. So hopefully that answers your question.
Yeah, I would think that's a fair. And
Okay.
so he did make two more comments, and I think I'm going to address them, and then
Okay.
if you have anything to add afterwards, friend. So I'm
Okay.
going to read off the two comments together.
Okay.
Friend, the general consensus is that I'm not going to answer them together. The general consensus is that they, meaning cryptids, are Nephilim. I might be.
Nephilim. Yes, that's right.
Am I butchering that?
Nope.
Okay. Slash
Nephilim.
animal hybrids, but I don't know. Friend, now here's the thing. Friend, go on to Reddit, go into the Reddit / or subreddit / cryptids and ask that question, if that's what they are, and tell me that's still the general consensus, because it's not going to be. Friend, now, as to the second one, demons are disembodied Nephilim unalived in the flood, I am told. Friend, that would depend. Like, that's the thing. Maybe some might be. It's a possibility. But here's the thing. Almost every religious text has a flood in their story.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Every different, like any religion.
Like starting with the Sumerians and before.
Also,
Yes.
a lot of histories from different countries have a flood in their beginning text.
Yep.
There is nothing in any of those texts, the actual ones, not the religious ones, but like the real historical ones. And I don't mean to say that as in people's religions aren't real, but like ones that came down from actual witnesses and were told throughout time.
Foliiform tablets.
Yes.
Basically.
Yes. Friend, those ones have nothing that say anything about that being what they are, and it has nothing to. It doesn't say anything about anything but humans.
Mm-hmm.
Friend,
Now, at the same time, there's a lot of speculation on what and where things come from. Now, everybody has a different consensus on that.
Yeah.
Everybody has their own religious or historical viewpoints on what things are. And honestly, there's a lot of different thought processes on where Bigfoots came from, where demonology came from, where demons and Nephilim and everything else. Sorry.
No, I have my own thoughts on the whole demonology part.
Oh, me too. Me too.
And McDonald's
Absolutely.
fucking Happy Meals. They were the original toy. Friend. But no, you're right. Like,
so I don't think, like, none of us actually know the full-fledged honest answer to this, because none of us were fully there for
the problem is you are asking questions and you're looking for straight up answers. Friend, the problem is you have to look at this as Dr. House from the show House would. This includes
humans. An interesting.
Well, humans, cryptids, friend, demons, spirits. Everybody lies. Friend, whether it's to protect themselves, whether it's to do something, they all have the possibility of lying.
Mm-hmm.
You don't know what story's real. You're not, and we're not going to for a long ass time if we ever do.
Oh.
Friend.
Okay, so he was asking about Nephilim and what else? Besides the demons.
So he believed he got told that he says the general consensus is that cryptids are Nephilim / animal hybrids.
Okay, now wait. Okay. Nephilim are a completely different ballgame than cryptids altogether. Cryptids can be made in a lab. They can be spliced, diced, and put together, and then released. And that one fun. That's not all cryptids. That's just some periodically. That's how some cryptids come to be.
Mm-hmm.
There are legitimate cryptids that are born on Earth, and then there are some that are deposited on Earth by certain groups of ET. But the Nephilim... Okay, hang on 1 second, please. Can you back off with the cigar smoke, sir? Please.
Friend,
thank you.
So, Nikki,
the second one of the illegitimate kind.
The last thing the PW said, the cryptids aren't telling people what they are or where they're from, maybe. The first thing I'm going to say to you is congratulations, you finally did it right. Friend, when you made that comment on here, friend, it ended with a maybe. Everything in the paranormal has to be a maybe. Otherwise, Friend, once we start dealing in absolutes, we are either A, a Sith, or B, an expert, and we are neither. Friend,
Yeah, none of us are experts. We're all experiencers in some fashion or form, and I don't call myself an expert, and I'm like,
Well,
there ain't gonna happen.
and we all have
And
very
I know,
different
and I,
understandings too.
oh yeah, and I know psychics. I think we all know somebody who calls themselves an expert when they are simply an experiencer. We are experiencers of woo in the grand scheme of things, and knowledge comes from that, and it also comes from extensive I'm being touched.
sorry.
I'm getting touched from spirit on the top of my fingers, and I'm like, wow, okay. Apparently there's something else he wants to say, and I'm not picking up on it right now. You gotta
Friend,
talk louder if you're gonna talk to me.
so,
But yeah, that's basically it in a nutshell right there. Wow.
yeah, like, with us, none of us being an expert, I gave you 2 examples. You're either a Sith Lord and an expert. If you're going to strive for one, go for Sith Lord. You're going to have better chances. Friend, because when it comes to the paranormal, there is no such thing as an expert, because
Yeah,
unless you can
I
give me an
agree.
absolute answer on everything in the paranormal, you're not an expert.
Yep.
Now,
Yeah, I
like,
would agree with that. And I've
here's-
experienced a weird amount of shit with people that think that they are experts,
That was the
call
other
themselves that.
point that I was going to reiterate with what you and Kayla both said was, everyone has their own experiences. Now, there are tons of cryptids in the world. Friend, there are tons of Bigfoot and different clans of Bigfoot.
Yeah.
Clans is the right
Yeah,
word, right,
yes.
Nikki?
yes.
Yes, it
Okay,
is the right
so
word. That's what they told me to call them.
here's the thing. The ones that Nikki has talked to, they might have a totally different history than another clan. Friend,
Correct.
as humans, we are not all the same.
hmm
We are in the general
Correct.
point of view, but we all have different histories.
Yeah.
Just so you know, the lady's name is Nikki. Friend, he
Oh.
asked, does the lady know why they are seen near cemeteries a lot? Cryptids
What,
or demons?
cryptids?
Friend, because
Okay, so I'm gonna give a very strange response to something here, just because we all know that I have a very different idea base than a lot of people do on where the origins of certain things come from.
Mm-hmm.
So, in my opinion, and this is straight up my opinion, this is not fact in any way, shape, or form, anything like that. Okay? In my opinion, in the beginning of time, in the beginning of Earth's creation and everything else, that we had several different species that evolved differently on the planet. Okay? So we had, like, this is the times of still creation of the original Earth, where there was volcanic ash and everything everywhere and all of that kind of stuff. I believe that things like the jinn and different were created from that. I believe that there's a residual amount of original creation still left on this planet. And I believe that they all are in their own realms, I guess you would say, their own areas that they
Correct,
find
that's the right
comfort
word.
in or whatever. And just because humans seem to be the ones that created the most population and took over the most areas does not mean that they are the only intelligent life and intelligent creatures that
Mhm.
exist upon this planet. For years and years and years, people had gorillas classified as a cryptid, as
Sure.
something that did not exist, that is something that was fairy
Mhm.
tale and everything else, until they found a whole colony of gorillas, and then they became an actual classified animal. Okay. Now, we're continuously finding new species, new animals, new things in new areas that we didn't believe life could actually exist in. So, with that being said, I believe that there are definitely other species on this planet, whether they are from this planet, from a different planet, and transported from a different realm within the realm of the planet, that would be considered in maybe our eyes as original Nephilim, as Sasquatch, as cryptid, as these things, but they're just another form of life.
And Nephilim are gigantic. That's the other thing.
Well, and they mean different things depending on where you are. Like,
yeah, that's true.
Translated from ancient Norse, that's the frost giants.
Yes.
Loki was a Nephilim.
Yes.
For
so it does definitely depend on which, as we call them, mythologies, but you were to go by as well. But in all of the old stories, in every single one of the old stories, there are creatures other than humans. And there has to be something said about that, because that means that at some point in our distant past, there were other intelligent lives that were not of human origin. And when you say that the multiple Big Bangs could have created multiple dimensions, possibly, well, there is a whole... I absolutely don't have the time to get into that. Nope. But there is a whole creation story on that side of things, too. From the scientific standpoints and everything else on multiple universe and multiple reality theories and different things. So, most definitely, that could be a possibility.
Right. All right, and on that note, I'm sorry, PW. I know you have more questions. Come back next week and we could probably answer more. Friend, because next week I think we're probably going to move to the other side of the paranormal, maybe talk about a little bit aliens, maybe talk about a little bit bangs, friend, a little bit multiple dimensions. Who knows? We'll friend, I've got a party to get to, so friend, I don't know what I'm doing next week. I don't know what these guys are doing next week. We will freaking tell you later. Friend. With that, ladies and gentlemen, Nikki, where do we find Restore Belief?
Restore Belief with Nikki is on YouTube. That is the name of the channel. Restore Belief with Nikki. And you can find me on... What?
No, it's not. It's Restore Belief with Nikki Jacobs.
No, I call it Restore Belief with Nikki, but it does come up... yeah. Anyway, yeah, you Cole.
Way to screw up Nikki. Jeez.
I can be contacted via email at restorebelief2022@gmail.com. I am on Facebook, so it's facebook.com/Nikki, NIKKI Jacobs, JACOBS.376. That will, if you scroll down, it will take you to my other page, my psychic medium page, because it's the only way you can get to it. And thanks to Cole, I am on, oh my God, Cole, I can't think of the name of it. Spotify, thank you. I am on Spotify, and thank you to Paramarv. I am on Rumble. So that is where you can follow me and listen to all kinds of crazy stories from the last 4 or 5 years. So
yeah, I'm just gonna say, at least you didn't get the second one wrong, because if you start telling people you're on Bumble, that's a bad one to be on.
Oh God, no.
The weirdos that would be approaching you.
Like and subscribe.
Yeah. No kidding.
Friend.
No kidding.
All right, Robert,
Robert.
You got anything new from the other Nikki?
No, nothing new. Haven't heard from her.
Okay.
So
but Robert is on another show in Australia that you can
Mhm.
check out on the Things Network.
Things Network.
And is Paranormal Perth, right?
Yep, that's correct.
Yes. Okay. And where can they find you on Facebook?
Under this name.
Perfect. And what's your phone number?
Yeah.
Right.
Oh. Beautiful.
Yeah. That you don't want to do.
Last 4 of your social insurance number.
Plus 61.
Friend.
Oh, goodness.
All right, guys. And you can find us always on YouTube at the S4 Paranormal Bunker. You can find us on Facebook at the same, on Spotify at the same, Apple Music, Amazon Music. I don't know if you saw the pattern here, but pretty much our name is the same everywhere. So anywhere you find your, you normally listen to your podcast, I can pretty much guarantee we are on there as well.
I'll be there.
So yes. Join us every. What?
Sorry.
Nope,
I'm on Saturday nights, either 10 or 11 p.m. Pacific time, depending upon how my health is. So
Yeah.
I post on both YouTube and Facebook as to what time I will be on that day. So
Nice.
just an FYI.
And remember, if
Sorry,
you
Cole.
like and subscribe to her channel, it will give you a warning when she's coming on.
Yes,
Friend.
it will.
So make sure you like and subscribe. As always, like and subscribe to us on YouTube. Make sure you like and subscribe to us on Facebook, and as well on Spotify, because that helps our numbers, guys. Friends, we can keep doing this for you, because the more we grow, the better we are. So join us every 10 p.m. Pacific Standard Time on Wednesdays. So, and with that, ladies and gentlemen, we are the fuck out of here.
We are
Friend.
out.
Because I am not kidding. I am so excited. Friday night we're eating fry bread, friend. I'm already, my mind's gone. It's already.
I know.
Friend.
You're already there.
I am sitting beside a fire. I am so excited. All right, everybody. Have a great week. Have a great weekend. We will see you next week.
Safe.
Bye,
Stay
everybody.
safe, everyone.
Friend, or don't,
Bye.
you know.
Yeah.
Get wild, you know.
Do your thing.
All right, everybody. Good night.
Wax on, wax off.
Right on. Bye, guys.
Robert, you can't say that live. You can't tell people to whack on.
Have you
Data transfer complete. System malfunction. Please evacuate immediately. Program terminated.
Son of a biscuit eater.